I still
But
haven't
CGI
watched it.
gophers.
I did think that was kind of funny.
You know what? He's been going whole bloody
You gotta-
hog with the CGI since after Phantom Menace.
Yep.
And for some reason,
Those gophers
I don't
did look
know
like
why.
something out of a Coca-Cola commercial.
I don't fully grasp why. I mean, I understand he's also pushing the limits of the technology,
Yes,
and
which is a good thing.
he's forcing improvement in the industry. But you know, it's like, pull back, just a little bit. Leave some sets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, you could always just have the other stuff in the special features.
Yeah. Okay, so starting with since we've been doing complaining kind of a lot, you know the thing I don't like about when people complain about in a movie like Star Wars or Lord of the Rings or even Last Airbender, racism. It's fucking bullshit. How people call racism on anything nowadays. It's like Lord of the Rings. I remember listening to radio stations about people complaining, "Oh, the white hand of Sauron, and all the enemies are black, and it's the white man putting the black guy down." And I was like, "Are you fucking insane? It's a fucking movie. It doesn't have. It was never intended to be racist. It's just, and it's also, and even if it was the time period.
And
the book was
here's
written.
my
Even
thing.
despite
Here's
that?
my thing. Why are they complaining about the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, because they never read the books.
Yeah.
Yep.
The White Hand, and I mean, okay, you didn't know that the orcs were black.
Well, no, not even them.
hey,
But I mean, like
could've been.
the Dark Riders from the East.
I'll be honest, when I first read Lord of the Rings, I had just finished playing the original Warcraft games, so all the orcs were big and green.
Yeah, same with me. I went from my D&D roots on that, yes. And yeah, they were green, they had the tusks,
Yeah.
That being said, I wasn't disappointed with the look of them in the movies.
Oh, not at
They
all.
were
I
great.
appreciated it all the more because it was different.
Yeah,
But I am looking forward to the Hobbit when it comes out.
that one I'm
Me too.
looking forward to because I've heard
It's
that
built-
they're doing a 2-part
Yeah.
for that short of a book.
Well,
It means
that
that
book
they
is
might
not
be able to do it
short.
justice.
I'm sorry, that book is not short to me.
In comparison to Lord of the
In
Rings,
comparison to Lord of the Rings, which was actually one book at one point.
well, let's
Yeah.
put it this way: the Fellowship of the Ring is about. It's 3 times the size of the Hobbit.
Yeah, and then like in the Avatar, like Last Airbender, I was getting really pissed off at people just complaining, "Oh, why are all the main characters white? Why aren't they Asian?" Blah 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 blah. You know what? In the cartoon, they didn't look Asian. I'm sorry to say, they looked. I expected Aang to be a white guy.
Well, in
It's
the
just the way they looked,
and-
and it worked well when they got white actors in the movie. Though I think the
Just,
two supporting main characters could have been a little bit more tanned.
for the record, the only person in the cartoon who looked remotely Asian was the
Toph.
old guy.
Oh, okay. Wait, what old guy? Right, Iroh.
Iro, that's it. Yes,
Not Iroh. Iroh.
spelled Iro. Whatever.
Sorry.
I haven't watched much of the series.
Also, Toph was probably the only one of the gang of the people that actually looked Asian,
Really?
and it was.
I didn't really pick that. Well, whatever.
Anyways, and then there's movies like oh hell, what was I going with this?
I'm sorry, it went
Yeah, it's
talking about people complaining about racism when it's just not there.
exactly.
Marilyn Manson, this is gonna date me, but when Mechanical Animals first came out, I heard so much because he had 2 songs in there. One was Great Big White World and Coma Black. Or, sorry, Coma White, because Coma Black was on the next album. They're like, oh, he's a white supremacist. You know what? You're gonna pick that to, rage about with Marilyn Manson? How about the album cover? But anywho, so they go on about that. It's not that he did it because of race or anything like that. He did it because the blankness of the color worked for the material he was doing.
Yep.
It was metaphorical, if you will.
Yeah.
But no, they're just
It's
like,
not.
oh, the word white. We can't have that. You know what?
Well, you
Get
know what we
rid
call
of a lot of
like-
words.
you know what we call these people? We call them trolls. They're trying to get a rise out of you.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they're trying to get stabbed in the face.
Oh, if only.
Yeah.
The world would be a better place.
It's like the North American censorship does not help things.
Oh,
We've seen some things like I've seen something. There was like a card game had black hole or had like a card that was a black hole, and guess what they called it? A dark hole.
Really?
For the same reason that everybody's thinking right now.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, in Japan it's black. In America it's the dark hole.
Why? You know, they did the same thing with their Skullduggery Pleasant books.
Yeah.
Just because it had like a skeleton on the cover. Well, you know how they changed the artwork.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
changed
but I
it.
haven't seen the American artwork.
Oh god, it's
You
not.
have one of the books.
It's not artwork. It's not artwork.
We shall
by any
enlighten
means. Oh god, it is horrible.
Because the one I remember. Oh yeah.
No. Go with the more recent book.
Yeah, but that one's also because
There we go.
American, yeah. In America, those books aren't selling.
Because people think they're too childish, which they aren't.
Well, no, it's not that. Look at how well Harry Potter did in North America.
Yeah.
Like, everywhere in North America.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's just that, Americans don't read. There, I said it.
Yeah. Go Canada.
You can blame us all we want. You know what? I'll take credit for it, too.
Nice. You know, another thing with movies I don't like? When a movie that's made based off of a book, like The Golden Compass,
And
Narnia.
they've never read the book.
Huh?
Yeah.
They've never read the book,
Yeah.
apparently.
Oh, yeah. The book, okay, let's go on that one. How, something like The Golden Compass, which was based off a book that had a lot of heat coming from the Christian organizations.
What doesn't
Because
have
it
a lot
was
of heat coming
it was
from
anti because they were
Yeah,
crying
really.
anti-organized religion on it, and it's fucking bullshit because it's just
It might be, but even if it is, at the same time, you gotta rely on people to make their own choices.
it's like people getting pissed off for somebody calling the Bible Christian mythology.
Or the greatest piece of fiction ever, or the greatest selling piece of
Exactly.
fiction ever written.
Exactly.
Yep.
Wow, we've really kind of turned this podcast around.
That's fine.
Well, no, but
It's a more common topic.
Yeah.
we're bitching about people bitching.
Yeah,
And you know what? That is a valid topic where I come from.
this is true.
Because you get so many people bitching, and basically they're just trying to do the thinking for everyone, and people are letting them. That's why they do it.
Yes.
Because they're allowed to.
Yeah.
Well, this is
So,
just it. It's always
Everyone who's listening, do me a favor. Do the world a favor. Think for yourself, and you'll put a stop to it. They can piss and moan, but no one hears you if you holler in a vacuum.
Well, here's another good example. Voting. Hardly anybody does it. Even though we have the chance. We always get screwed over, but
No one.
it's essentially our own fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I vote all the time. I do my part.
You are not copying. No, I'm not adding to that.
You know you
I'm
want
sorry.
to.
No,
Starship Troopers.
Yep.
I'm doing my part too.
Thank you!
Ah, yes, they're doing their part. Are you? But yeah, okay,
Just
going back
as
to what I
planned.
originally started, not the whole like anti-organized, or how Christianity or the Christian groups were bombing that, or ready to bomb that fucking movie, simply because it had it was based off a book about that had some anti-religious themes. But you know what? It's an alternate reality. It's a parallel universe to our own. So you know what? Authors can get away with it for that. And you know what? It's a social commentary.
And also freedom of speech.
Exactly. Thank you, E.G. So, and then there's that. But going back to what I originally was talking about, Narnia, because they're no longer doing a Narnia movie series. They've stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Disney has lost all faith in Narnia because it did the Prince Caspian did so badly. Now, from what I understand, Whedon or whatever that group, Walden or something like that, whoever started making the series, like with all the graphics and stuff, they're actually going over to Warner Brothers to try and get them to finish it off. Because what nobody realizes was that, over Disney is that Prince Caspian was the worst of the books to a lot of people. The next one is probably one of the best in terms of the popularity. So I hope that one continues. But yeah, with Narnia, with Golden Compass, with Aragon.
Harry Potter.
No, not Harry Potter. Any movie,
They should do it
any
too.
movie that was adapted from a book that no longer has a trilogy coming, or